Look for me in a world when I look up.
Tendai Mari! Brothers and sisters, it's customary in our opening ceremony that we pronounce the narrative on the life of Papa MOSIAH. The narrative is a way a people tell the story of their own history. That belongs to the people themselves, truly said by our ancestors.
Yes.
Until the lion learns to tell its own story, to write its own story, tales of the hunt will continue to glorify the hunter.
That's right.
And that which glorifies the hunter vilifies the lion.
That's right.
We have been casted in the role of the lion, beloved brothers and sisters, and we have forgotten how to tell our own story, how to write our own story. So the hunter's story is what reveals, and it glorifies our oppressors and it vilifies us. But we can end it, beloved brothers and sisters. We know the story of the most eminent prophet and king, His Excellency MOSIAH, did not begin in Jamaica. It did not begin, beloved brothers and sisters, in the United States of America, where he did so much of his work. It didn't begin anywhere in the Caribbean. We know that story began in Africa. That story began in Africa, but it didn't begin with the Ma'afa, with the Ma'angamisi. The invasion, the conquest, the enslavement of our people, in fact, it began long before that, beloved brothers and sisters. In fact, it began even before the creation of the land called Mama Africa today. It began with the utterance of the first word.
That's right.
From the divine source of creation. That's where the story began, beloved brothers and sisters. And it manifested in the form of the land we call Africa today, and the people and the ecology and the animals that evolved upon that land, beloved brothers and sisters. That's where it began. But there came a time when we were invaded. There came a time when the Ma'afa was unleashed upon us. The attack on African humanity, and when our people were viciously and brutally taken from our source, our earthly source, snatched from our families, snatched from our home, snatched from our land, and cruelly transported, cruelly dragged across the Atlantic Ocean into strange and foreign lands amongst strange and alien people with alien ways that we never saw before and never understood. So innate evil, wicked deeds, we suffered under the lash, under the brutality of the oppressor. Cried out for mercy. We resisted, beloved brothers and sisters. And we never stopped resisting.
That's right.
Is that right, brothers and sisters? We never stopped dreaming and willing for the day of our liberation. There were uprisings. The Haitian Revolution. Yeah. Under the inspiration of King Taki. Is that right?
Yeah.
And King Bossa in Barbados, King Taki in Jamaica, and Prince Class in Antigua. We rose up, beloved brothers and sisters, under Denmark in the conjugal union. And they had 11 children, but only 2 survived. The youngest of their children was born on the 17th day of the 8th month. In the island we call Jamaica today, beloved brothers and sisters. In the womb of a blessed African queen was conceived a seed that was sired by a blessed African king. And when she realized, beloved brothers and sisters, that she was with child, she proclaimed, the mother of this seed proclaimed. She had a premonition that this was going to be an extraordinary child. We are told, beloved brothers and sisters, that at his birth on that morning of the 17th day of the 8th month, when the child broke the womb of his mother, in that glorious moment as she rejoiced, and the father was brought in to behold the miracle birth of an extraordinary child. The father took the child, and when he saw the resemblance to himself, not only a physical resemblance, I'm sure, but a spiritual resemblance, he saw in that child his will and determination to be free, because we are told that the father hated the system of colonization. One of his brothers, in fact, fought in the Murray Bay Rebellion under the leadership of Paul Vogel. Hail Paul Vogel! And the for in the seed that was conceived in the womb of Mama Sarah, Mama Sarah Jane Richards, who married Marcus Garvey Sr., the conception of that seed was submerged into the history, into the will of and the determination of her people to be free. The rhythm, the energy, the vibration was all a part of this conception. Are you all with me, brothers and sisters? Yeah. And so on the 17th day of the 8th month, he broke the womb, and his father saw him and took him and raised him up to the heavens and said, and proclaimed, he said, your name shall be Marcus Messiah God, and you shall be like a Moses unto your people. Excuse the biblical reference, but you know where Papa Garvey Sr. was going. He knew it, and he proclaimed it as his wife did. He proclaimed it. And it had to be so. And they said that growing up, the elders watched this precocious child advance in his maturity, his sense of responsibility, advance in intellect. They observed him, them used to say, that one that come here already. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That our Holy Spirit. Him come here enough time already. Because he was so wise, even as a child. We learned that his peers respected him. Even feared him. If they did not respect his persona, they would respect his right hand. That's how the story goes. He grew up with a mother who was gentle and soft in spirit, affectionate. He loved his mother, Mama Sarah Garvey, dearly. He grew up with a father who was more stern, authoritarian, and disciplinarian. That was the father of Marcus Messiah Garvey. And both these, this man and this woman, this king and queen, and their entire community, the entire community dynamics is what shaped this child into the man he became. He had uncles that he honored and respected, aunties, elders in the community who helped to nurture him and nourish him in mind, body, and spirit. He had a godfather, Alfred Burroughs, who encouraged him to read. Both his godfather and his father had a big library, and he was encouraged to read. When he became a young adult, he met a man called Robert Love, an anti-colonialist, and another one called Sandy Cox, who started an organization called the, help me now,
National Club? National Club?
the National Club, that's the one. Anti-colonialist, Pan-Africanism movement in Jamaica that Papa Garvey joined and became secretary of. And that club helped to nurture him further into his Pan-African consciousness. Let's heal Dr. Love and for Libation. Let's heal the elders who nurtured this young man. Giving him this direction, instilling him with the dignity, the pride of his people, instilling him with the courage and the determination. He became the man we know today as the most eminent prophet and king, His Excellency Marcus MOSIAH Garvey. Marcus MOSIAH Garvey. Marcus MOSIAH Garvey. Study the man. Study the man, I said. And you know, beloved brothers and sisters, he was possessed with the spirit of the divine. He came to do a righteous and divine work. And he used every moment of his life and every city of his being to deliver victory for us. We cannot squander this legacy, beloved brothers and sisters. That's what I'm saying. We cannot squander this legacy. Is that right, brothers and sisters? He was to be blessed to join in divine conjugal union. First with Mama Amy Ashwood Garvey. And even though that union was short-lived, much good came of it, because it was in that union that the Universal Negro Improvements Association and the African Communities League of the World, that was the full name of the organization. So you know it was a magnanimous vision. The vision is in the name, beloved brothers and sisters. It was in that union that the Negro World newspaper was founded.
Yes.
Mama Amy Ashwood played a key role in that. And then later, Papa Garvey was to unite with Mama Amy Jakes, or Jacques, and form a new union in divine conjugal union, and brought forth two blessed children, two sons from their womb. Marcus Garvey Jr. before libation to him, for he is now with the ancestors. And his younger son, Julius Garvey. The former was born in 1930, the latter in 1933. He's still, I shouldn't say still, he is alive and well, beloved brothers and sisters. 95 years young and doing the work of his father, brothers and sisters. And we hear him. Can we hear him, please? Julius Garvey, hear him! Brothers and sisters, there's so much more in the narrative, but I just thought I'd raise some key points because we need to move on. Just to remind us that it is our responsibility to control the narrative of our history. And the most important reason why that is through, someone else is going to do it. But it won't be our story that they'll be telling, it's their story. And casting us in their story to glorify them. The second reason, and perhaps the most important, is these precious gifts that we have been blessed with, our children and our grandchildren. Who should they hear our story from? The enemy? Or should they hear it from us? They should hear it only from us, beloved brothers and sisters. Or at least first and foremost from us. So when the lies of the enemy are brought to their ears, they will reject it. They will know what to say. Are you all with me, brothers and sisters? The system will just shut down and just reject it. You know, like when you eat foolishness and you can't come off the tide. That's what I'm talking about. The system just rejects it. Brothers and sisters, please rise between us. Those are our Libation, Pan-Africanism.